Well, the record book shows that you deserve this honor in a very big way. And I want to talk about some of the great moments in your career, special moments. And you think about 2015 when you came back and hit that home run against the Phillies. Recollect that for us and how special that was.
I mean, it was certainly one of the highlights of, when I think of individual accomplishments, that's right up there at the top of the list because the writing was on the wall for me. During my rehab assignment, I knew physically I couldn't do it, and it took a while for my mind and my heart to kind of catch up to the way that my body was feeling. So I kind of knew that it was the beginning of the end, although I wouldn't admit it. Um, and my rehab assignment, I stunk. I mean, I was horrendous. I mean, I had 17, 18-year-old kids blowing it by me. At the time, I had a number of all-star games under my belt. So these kids must have been thinking that I was playing A-ball with, must have been thinking that, it doesn't take much to be a Major League Baseball all-star. So, I was terrible. I wasn't hitting for any power. I wasn't playing great defense. And, the minute I got the call to meet the team in Philadelphia, I went into Terry's office, Terry Collins, our manager, and told him, I said, hey, you don't have to play me. I'm not feeling great. Um, I want to be able to contribute, but I don't want to ruin the mojo that you guys have going. And of course, what's he do? He hits me third. And to be able to hit that homer in Philadelphia, it let me take a deep breath and lifted a weight off my shoulders. And I felt like one of the guys moving forward and that I was able to contribute and help that special run.
What about your recollections of the World Series in 2015?
The best time I've ever had on a baseball field, bar none.
Mm.
Uh, to be able to wear that World Series patch on your arm, on the sleeve of your arm, on your jersey. I remember putting it on for the first time and just staring at that patch and how much it meant to me, having been there through, the good times in '06 where I thought we'd be in the playoffs every year to going 9 years of not going to the playoffs, the heartbreaks, and then to be able to win the National League, go to the World Series, represent National League Baseball in New York in the World Series was by far the best moment of my career. And then to cap it off, to hit a home run in the first home game at Citi Field in the World Series was, it's one of those experiences that as a baseball player, you never in the moment think about soaking it all in. But I remember running around the bases or floating around the bases and just making myself soak it in because it was that special. I remember like it was yesterday in the backyard with my father and my grandfather, swinging this wooden bat when I was a kid and wiffle balls. And, my dad would say, okay, full count, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, World Series, game seven, here comes the pitch and whack, home run. And, to be able to actually live out that moment in real life for my favorite team growing up, for my family's favorite team growing up, in a World Series game is, to this day, the biggest thrill that I'll ever have on a baseball field.
Let's finish on this, Dave. July 19th, prior to the game with the Reds, the ceremony into the Mets Hall of Fame, and then your number goes up high amongst the other great retired numbers, Darryl and Doc from last year, and then those who came before. What are the emotions going to be like for you?
I mean, it's going to be a pinch me moment. I'd be lying if I said that this was ever something that I dreamt of. I mean, it's well beyond that, and it's until I actually see it, I don't think it's going to hit home because it's just something that I never thought, a 6 foot, 200 pound kid from Chesapeake, Virginia, could ever accomplish. And it far outweighs the dreams that I had as a kid. And to be able to be there and share that, with the city, with the organization, with my friends, with my family. I don't know if I can put it into words right now, but it's gonna be a surreal feeling. And I hope they have a spot well away from those good players because I'm not again, not quite sure I'm deserving to be next to those types of players. So maybe there's a place that they can put me that's away from them that distinguishes the really, really good players from me.
Well, I'm just going to say this. You are so deserving, David. I am thrilled for you. We're all thrilled for you. Looking so forward to the 19th. And thanks for spending a few minutes with us and a heartfelt congratulations.
Gary, you're the best. Thank you so much. And I appreciate everything that you've meant to me over the years as well. So thank you.
Thanks, Dave.